Nah, bro. We're not gonna do that no more. Look, this year is your year. Like this year, you're actually gonna take your life seriously. Like instead of worrying about what everybody else thinks, you're gonna worry about what you think. When's the last time that you actually thought about your goals and dreams? Like you thought about your mom this year, last year. You thought about your dad. You thought about your best friend. You thought about your cousin. You thought about your coworkers, right? But when's the last time you thought about you? When's the last time that you actually took the time to take time for yourself? See, a lot of people aren't getting to where they want to go because they're not spending time with themselves. This year, we're going to spend more time with yourself. This year, we're going to spend more time actually taking it to the next level. Like, hey, look, I know you've been through something. You think I haven't been through anything myself? Like, I'm telling you, like, I lost my best friend when I was 21 years old. A lot of you have your best friend today. You better call them, give them a text, tell them you love them. Apologize for anything you did wrong, right? I lost my best friend when I was 21 years old. And you know what? I took that pain and look, I need y'all to keep it P this year, right? We're going to talk about the 5 Ps because I need y'all to keep it P this year, right? Because I took that first P, which is called pain. I lost my best friend when I was 21. That was the pain I was going through. You know the pain that I went through? I remember when, when his girl had called me at the time and, she told me what had happened, right? And I could not handle myself. Like at the time, even just talking about it right now, it makes me it brings me back to a dark time because I never thought that I would have lost my best friend at such a young age. And at that time, I mean, I had pain in my heart. I was angry. I was mad at the world. I was mad at myself. I was mad at everybody. Right? But what did I do? I took that pain and I took it into purpose. I need you to take that pain and turn it into purpose. Because what I did was I had already started my first business at the time. Right? And one of my biggest goals we always talked about was, getting rich, taking care of our families, taking care of our moms and dads, taking care of our siblings, right? And I lost them at such a young age, and it made me realize that the clock is ticking. I turned that pain and turned it into purpose, right? So as I was building my business and I lost my best friend, I took it into overdrive. See, a lot of moments like that would crush some of you. And you can't let that crush you. Like, you can't let the pain be what takes you into poverty. You can't let that pain be what takes you into a place where now you're drowning, where you're depressed. Because you can take that same pain and turn it into purpose, right? Now you're in this place where you're operating in your purpose. I need you to lock in with the higher source. Like, I know I get all my blessings from God, right? That's why I work hard every day in making sure that I'm in alignment with, my higher purpose, with my higher calling, making sure I'm treating people properly, right? How are you treating your friends? How are you treating your family? How are you treating the waiter or the waitress that gives your food at the table when you go to the restaurant, right? I need you to understand that for you to get to the next level, you need to start treating the people around you like they're your $1 million team, right? And sometimes when you're building a $1 million team, some people are not gonna make the cut, right? Like some people are gonna get cut. Some people are not gonna make it to the A team. Some people are not gonna be on the starting bench, on the starting lineup. Okay, but I need you to lock in because to get to that next level, the people that got you to where you are now are not gonna get you to the next level. Some of them might be there with you, but that doesn't mean that they are going to be the people that are going to take you to the next level. You need to start operating and understanding that while you're operating in your purpose to get to the next level, you need to start getting around new people. Okay? Because when you're operating in your purpose, you need to be operating with the right people in the right places, doing the right things. So that way you're getting monumental success so that your success, you create momentum with that success. Okay, every single day you're putting in the work. Every single day you're doing your push-ups. You're going to the gym. you're training. Every single day, you're reading a book. You're listening to YouTube videos that can develop your mindset. You're listening to personal and mindset development training, right? Every single day, you're figuring out how you can get 1% better than you were yesterday. That's the place that you need to be in this year. That's the place that you need to be in every single year, as a matter of fact, right? Because don't think that I just got here by, being a part of some secret society or having some rich family. My dad is from Haiti, right? My mom is from Trinidad. We don't come from riches. We don't come from, wealth, right? We come from nothing. And what I understood was that my parents just taught me the best thing that they knew. Go to school, get a good job, right? I went to school, I got the degree. But one thing I realized was that many people were not able to reach their dream life just by getting a degree. So if you're going to school, if you're going to become a doctor, engineer, cool, do your thing. But what I want you to understand, if you want to take care of your family to the next level, I need you to understand that the best way to do that is with entrepreneurship. The best way to do that is with sales. The best way to do that is with operating in abundance and understanding that the value you provide to the marketplace will be the reflection of your income. If you look at your bank account, then that will be the reflection of how much value you're providing to the marketplace. So what you need to do this year is lock in. Get excited about getting to that next level, y'all. Get excited about operating in your purpose so that way you can get to the next level. Because now once you start operating in that purpose, you can turn that purpose and turn it into passion. See, when you turn that purpose into passion, this is where you're operating at the next level, man. Get excited. This is where you've made a decision that you are no longer going to operate with the people, places, and things that aren't going to get you to that next level. The people, places, and things that aren't helping you anyway. Some of us are wasting our time worrying about the opinions of people that can't help us get to that next level anyway. If you get opinions from someone in any facet of your life, you need to look at that person's life in that respective area and ask yourself a simple question. Would you trade your life with theirs in that respective area? So if it's fitness, would you listen to a fat personal trainer? If it's, finances, would you listen to a broke business coach? If it's relationships, would you listen to someone, about how to have a successful relationship, that, has never been in a successful relationship? See, to get to that next level, you need to start taking the advice of people that you would actually trade the lifestyles of. Because when I was growing up, I was taking financial advice with people that I wouldn't necessarily trade financial lives with. And that's what a lot of us are doing. We're listening to our cousins, our friends, our family. And that's no disrespect to our friends and family. Like, we can love them, we can cherish them, we can go out with them, we can have a good time with them, we can celebrate with them, we can, dine with them, we can do everything in life with them. But sometimes one of the things you can do is go to that next level with them. See, it doesn't always mean that you have to cut people off, but maybe sometimes you do. Maybe you do have to burn some bridges. But I'm not a big advocate in burning bridges. My whole point is you need to understand that you need to be operating with the people, places, and things that are operating in your frequency. Because if you're operating in a frequency and you have things in your environment that are not at the same frequency as you, then it's going to pull you down like an anchor. Have you ever heard about crabs in the barrel? It's like, if you Google it, YouTube a video of crabs in a barrel. As one crab tries to get out, the other crab also tries to get out by grabbing the other one and pulling it down. A lot of us are in crabs in the barrel situation. So what we need to do is get yourself in a new environment where you can operate in your purpose so that you can turn your purpose and turn it into passion. And you can make a decision where you're cutting off all things that do not help you get to that next level. The word decision literally means to kill, to cut off all other choices. Day means from, side means to kill. You need to decide to get to the next level. You need to decide that you're going to start creating the life that you desire. You need to literally start to write out and manifest, write out the affirmations, write out the reality of the life that you actually want to live. And you need to put it on the wall everywhere you go. Put on the wall, I'm so happy and grateful now that I make $1 million a month, or $100,000 a month, or $10,000 a month, or whatever your goal is. Say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have abundant relationships in my family. I'm so happy and grateful now that, I feed families around the world. I'm so happy and grateful now that my business can touch lives around the world and put food on the table and roof over heads of families around the world. Like whatever your goal is, I need you to write that down and put it on the wall, put it on the fridge, put it on your steering wheel, and put it in your wallet. Like put it everywhere you can so that you can understand and see it every day, because seeing is believing, and you need to write it down as if you have already achieved it, so that every day you see it, so that every day you believe it, so that one day you can actually achieve it. But the biggest reason why we never achieve anything big in life is because we never see it. Like I never had any business owners in my life. I never knew that it was even possible that you could make $100,000 a month. And then when I found out that people are making $1 million a month, I was like, what? Then when I found out that people are making $1 million in a day, my mind went crazy. And I'm not just talking about the Facebooks and the Google and the Target and the Walmarts. I'm talking about business owners that, that have small businesses that turn into big businesses, right? I mean, that's truly what every business is. And you never know how big your business can be because you never gave your chance to start. Like every idea that you see in front of you today started from a thought in someone's mind. Every single thing you see before you today was the imagination of someone's ideation. It was the imagination of what someone wanted to create, and then it became creation. It's the same way how God created man, and he created us in the image of man because God was a creator, and so are we. So instead of you operating in a poverty mindset and a lack mindset, you need to understand that you're created in the image of a creator. So truly, at the core essence of every human being, you are a creator in some sense, in some form. And whatever value you provide to the marketplace, I need you to operate in that purpose so that it can become your passion. And once you're operating in that passion, now you can turn that passion and turn it into peace. Because truly, when you're operating in your passion, you can feel peace. You're in an environment where you have eliminated all external factors that was pulling you down. You eliminated any idea that went against the beliefs of anything that had to do with your monumental success. Like, remember, you decided, you cut off, you killed anything that was not going to get you to the next level. So now you're operating in this environment where everything around you is conducive for your health, is conducive for your wealth, is conducive for your relationships. So I need you to get excited about keeping the P this year, because I need you to turn all that pain and turn it into purpose. I need you to turn that purpose and turn it into your passion. And once you're operating in that passion, it's going to become peace. And I promise you, once you're in peace, hey, now you can have all the pleasure that you ever wanted in your life. And because you keep it P, you can turn that pain and turn it into pleasure. But I need you to eliminate all external factors. If anybody that has anything negative about you to say, just eliminate it. Get it out of your way. Like the power of positive thinking. Like as you continue to do something over a period of time, it continues to accrue on whatever you were doing. So if you're negatively thinking about something, it continues to grow. It's like a seed. What a man soweth, that shall he reap. So if you sow the right seeds, then you're going to reap a good harvest. Right? But every day you're sowing seeds of negativity, if every day you're sowing seeds of doubt, if every day you're sowing seeds of, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, I can't do this, then you're creating a life of, I'm not good enough and I can't do this. You literally are creating an abundant life of doubt. I need you to change everything. Do a 180. I need you to invert all that energy. Turn that pain into purpose. And I need you to understand that you need to start sowing the seeds of positivity. You need to start sowing the seeds of your imagination. You need to start sowing the seeds of what if this will work? What about when this works? Not this can't work. Not what if this doesn't work? Because every seed that you sow is going to grow in that direction. And it just might be a matter of time. Everything is a matter of time. If you start sowing these seeds, I don't know if you're going to get to where you want to get in a year or in a month or in 5 years or in 6 months or in 10 years or in 15 years. I don't know how long it's going to take. But you will never get there if you don't start now. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to get great. And this year, I need you to keep it P. I need you to turn that pain and turn it into pleasure. And the only way you're going to do that is by turning that pain into your purpose. The only way you're going to do that is turning that purpose into your passion. The only way you're going to do that is turning that passion into your peace. And then from your peace, you will get to your pleasure. It's your boy.